All right, welcome back. We got about 45 seconds until the bell opens. Now, this one looks like it's trying to get up above 441, this resistance area right here. But once the bell opens, that's when things get really volatile. And I usually like to wait for things to shake out. So, we could go up really fast and then or down really fast and then back up. It's just kind of like this needle that can kind of whipsaw you around. So I always like to wait a little bit after the market open to take a trade, maybe 5-10 minutes. But really, depending on what I see, I may take a trade a little earlier than that. See, this one's starting to take off right here. So you just broke through that 440. And once you break through that resistance, you get a strong pop. And just, do you see what I'm talking about? You get that strong pop and then just right back down in an instant. So that's why I like to wait for the stock to kind of shake out a little bit. So see, we're going right back down. So I drew this 420 support area based off of these swing lows in pre-market. This isn't a daily support level at all, but I just kind of wanted to see what this stock will do around this pre-market support slash resistance, because you see that we hit some resistance right here, resistance, resistance. It comes up, now it tests that support, support. So I want to see if maybe we hold a support right here and see what exactly we do. We got about, so new candle just started. Let's see if we hold support at this 422. So if we hold support at 422 right here, I may take a trade if we get back above 440. So that's going to be a 20-cent difference between my entry and my stop. So I already know my stop is going to be below this 420 level because that is going to be a support level. But where's my entry likely going to be? Maybe 440. So if I'm risking $100 on this trade, I need to take 500 shares. So I'm looking for 440 on the ask right here because it looks like we're holding this level. You see we're getting some bottoming wicks right here. It means there's buying. So 440 just tapped up there. Place my stop, 500 shares at 420. Actually, I'll do it at 419, just below these candle lows right here. So there's my stop. Got my stop in place. Target is up here near 468. So looking for 468, 460. Looking for this to curl back around, get up near the highs. The high for today is 456. So I'm looking for us to break 456. So just staying patient. So I'm in at 437. And it's not looking good so far because we're getting that big selling wick right here, not being able to get above and hold above that 441. So it looks like I'm going to get stopped out right here, unless if this 420 holds, but I don't think it's going to hold. And just stopped out. So first loss right there, but I kept my loss exactly where I wanted it. I didn't want to lose more than $100 on the trade, so it's just a trade that didn't work out. So MBOT trying to break above 441 right now, having that third time. Let's see if it does it this time. I want to see us break at the high of this candle right here. What's the high of that candle? It's 446. Where's my stop going to be? Probably 430. So let me get my order ready. 430. Gonna risk 20 cents here. So little buyer's wick right there at on those moving averages. 8 seconds left. Let's see. Can't really get above. Hopefully we can close above that level. But I want to see a break above this candle. It's the high, 446. Stop is going to be just below this 441 that we're having trouble getting to. So just kind of sideways on this trade right now. So we'll see what we can do here. Maybe, see, we're starting that kind of uptrend. So we're starting to have that kind of pattern. So if we break 446, I'm going to try to get in 500 shares. Okay, going to go ahead and get in, place my stop at 430. So stop is at 430. My target to sell half of my shares, 468. So I'm going to try to sell half of my shares over on the ask at 465. Where's my stop? I'm going to change my stop to break even. So you see that big pop. Once we got that break of 446, we got that big pop. So my stop now is break even. I just got $50 on that trade. No matter what, I'm coming out of this trade with $50, letting the rest ride. Next target going to be up here near this 423, or if I see some kind of big seller on the ask right here. So looking on the ask, starting to get bought, 484. Probably $5 is going to be a level of resistance because it's just a whole dollar amount. So I'm just going to keep an eye on that. So I'm just going to be scaling out as we're hitting my targets and then adjusting my stop to new market structures as we go. So if we hold above this 100-day moving average and we keep trading above it, then I'm going to change my stop to just below the 50-day moving average. So let's see what we can do here. If we can keep getting that momentum, you see the volume really picking up. This means lots of buyers are interested in this stock now. So, got to be patient. The reward, now I'm thinking about the reward. My risk is done. The risk portion of this trade is done. I thought about my risk before I entered the trade. I adjusted my risk to break even. Now I'm thinking of the reward. So I got to get at least a 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio on this trade. And right now there's really no reason to freak out or sell or anything. Unless if I see some big seller on the ask, then I'll get out to lock my profits. But right now, looks like that we may hold this 100-day moving average. Got 10 seconds left. So let's see if we can continue this uptrend. If not, maybe we come back down, find some support right here, then continue up. I don't mind holding in through all of that as well. But right now, just staying patient, trying to get that 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio. I've already locked in a half of my risk to reward ratio. I was risking $100, locked in 50. It's better than nothing, but really needing more on this one. So that's that can be a hard part of trading, letting your winners ride, because you're thinking, oh, at $60, I want to get $60, but you have to get that risk reward ratio to go. So 80. So I might sell half up here at around 5 because I know that could be an area of resistance, not based off the daily chart, but just a psychological level. Right now the high is 484. So the first thing that we need to do is break above that. So just looking on the ask right here for a big seller. That's all I'm looking for. I don't really see that yet. And when I say big seller, I'm talking, 10,000 shares, 475. There's about 10,000 shares. So let me see if 475 gets bought. I'm looking on the ask. So it's getting bought 480. We got to break above 484 to have a chance to get up to 5. So just looking on the ask right here. So 485 is on the ask. Let's see if 485 gets bought. Having trouble at 485. Just staying patient. Staying patient right here. I have my goal on my target. Not freaking out, saying, "Oh no, I had $80. Now it's going down." You got to stay patient to get that big target. So 480. So 485 is the high. So 485 is on the ask. Let's see if we can break 485. 485 just got bought a little bit on the time and sales, as you saw. So 485, got to break 485. 485's really trying to stall right here, but just giving it a second. So 45 having that trouble. So let's see, even if it pulls back, even if we get a red candle, we have that 9 moving average kind of converging into this 100-day moving average. So that's going to make that 100-day moving average a strong level of support. So 45, let's see if we get that break of 45. Still tapping that 45, but we're making higher lows, which is good on these candles. See the higher lows, but here we might go down. Let's stay patient, looking for that 485. So 485 getting bought. Okay, just got 485, 490s on the ask. Didn't really get that big break that I was looking for. So I'm going to try to sell half up here at 488. There's my order right there. Just because we didn't get that big break, I'm not sure if we're going to get up to 5. We're starting to get decreasing volume, so it's just kind of, I don't know. So I'm just going to lock in some profits, but I only got filled 75 shares out of my 125 share order. I'm going to change my stop to just below this market structure of the 100-day moving average. So maybe 462 would be the stop for the rest of the shares. I have 175 shares left. So changing my stop to 462. So I just got the rest of those shares filled. So now I'm in the driver's seat. I'm going to let this thing go, see if we can get up to 523. Yeah, it looks like that we're going to pull back to this 100-day moving average. We'll see if it can hold that 100-day moving average. Hopefully it does. We hold it, maybe bounce off of it and continue back up. But next target is going to be 523. So I'm either going to get stopped out or hit a target up to 523. But right now, the reason I sold that half at 488 right here is because I can tell we're stalling. We had some trouble at 485, and when you have that resistance and we're tapping it multiple times, and then as soon as that resistance breaks, usually what you want to see is a big pop. Right when resistance breaks, lots of buyers come in and they say, "Hey, we just broke resistance, let's buy, buy, buy." And we didn't really get that pop. And normally, a common saying is if it doesn't break out, you bail out. So that case, I might get stopped out the rest of the shares here. So 462 is my stop. So, notice that I'm not putting my stop right on the money right here, because you can get that price to kind of move down just a little bit. You want to give it some room for your stop. But that's okay. At least I got my 1-to-1 on here. That's the least that you want, but ideally you really want that 1-to-2. But I gave my shares a chance. Let's see if we find some support at this 100-day moving average. So what we want to see is that first candle to break a previous candle high. So it looks like we're finding some support a little bit. We got 45 seconds, so there's still plenty of time for this candle to shake out and make a shape. So I'm not exactly sure what we're going to do right here, but what we really need to see is that first 1 minute candle to break the previous candle high. And if we close like that, that's going to be good. You see these big wicks at the bottom. That means people are buying this up. This 100-day moving average is a support level that people are buying into. So let's see, we've got 8 seconds left on this candle. Hopefully we close something like that. That would look good. And then on the next candle, we want to break this candle high, which is, candle high is 475. So 475 needs to break. We're starting to get bought at, okay, so there's the break of 475. So it looks like that we are holding on this 100-day moving average. So just staying patient, just, there's no reason. I'm totally in the driver's seat no matter what on this trade. I'm coming out with $104, and it's going to make up for that first trade that I lost. But giving this one a chance to really run, really make some money. So the line in the sand here is probably 490. Got to break above 490, and maybe $5 might be a level of resistance, just because it's $5. So we'll take. We'll look at it once we get, close to that $5. We'll see. I got 125 shares left. I might take out the entire position if I see any type of, big seller, something really definitive. But the ultimate goal is to get up to this 523 to sell everything. But if we start seeing an exit indicator, such as, a big seller, or just something really definitive saying, hey, maybe this is the top for the day, 490, then, I'll get out. But right now, at least I placed my stop just below this market structure. I'm probably going to change my stop to 463, just to give me just 1 extra cent on there. Just because the low of these candles are 164. Or I'm sorry, they're 163. Yeah, so placing my stop pretty much at the low of these candles. Take a look at VFFN on another screen. It's right here, just staying patient. Now, if we get below this 463 right here, that's going to break below this swing low. And once you break out of that trend, once you break out of the increasing swing lows, that's when probably the trend is going to end. Right now, we do have an uptrend because we have increasing swing lows. So swing low, higher. This swing low is higher than that one. So as long as we continue this increasing swing low, then we're good. But we have to break through that resistance. 490 is an area of resistance because that's high of day. So let's see if we keep continuing to make those increasing swing lows, and then keep continuing to make new highs. So it looks like I might get stopped out here, starting to test that 100-day moving average. Let's see if it holds up. We still got 30 seconds left on this candle. See the 20 EMA is converging into that blue 100-day moving average. So we're still getting that buying right here. 4 seconds left. It looks like we're getting a buyer's candle right in through here. So a big long wick at the bottom. So that's a sign that we're holding this as support. So just staying patient, no reason to get out, but I would like us to make a candle high higher than the previous candle, because that would be a swing low in through here. If we start to curl back up, that would be a swing low and it'll be increasing. So we can adjust our line to maybe look like something like that. So really got to break above 477 on the next candle. Got 10 seconds left. Let me get rid of this. So 10 seconds left on this, or 5 seconds left on this candle. Let's see if we close above that 100. Now we got to break above 477. And that will give us a swing low, start of a new wave. So these waves, we want to see increasing waves. So just staying patient. No reason to get out of this. I got my stop. No matter what, I'm coming out of this trade with money. So if we do break above 477 and we create a new wave going up, then I'm going to adjust my stop a little bit higher, maybe to 466, which will be below this new swing low. Right now, my stop is below this swing low. So let's see if we break 477. Look on the ask, you see 477 starting to get bought. 478 is on the ask, but not really getting that push. Not really breaking out. But just give it some time. Let's see what we do here. Really need that volume to start picking up. See how low the volume is? It's not really a good sign. It's not really showing us the want to really break out. But 480, okay, there we go. There we're starting to go. There we go. So $5, you see 10,000 shares at $5 right there. So let's see if, if we can break through 5. I'm going to adjust my stop. So 5 just broke through 5. Let's see if we get that target up to 523. I'm going to sell another half. Now the volume's starting to pick up. You see all this volume coming in. Just broke through highs. Volume's picking up. Changing my stop to 465. See if we break 5 right here. So there's 4. There's a. Oh no, what happened? Oh man. That's unfortunate. So I hit the wrong hotkey. So I'm going to try to sell half up here at 414. I was wanting to get it 420, but I had my hand on the wrong hotkey. That's a little error on my mistake, or a little error on my part. Unfortunate. But now I got 63 shares left, and I'm going to change my stop to 490, which is this high resistance right here. Now this is just a daily resistance. It's not something on. It's not a significant resistance level. It's just something that we had trouble throughout the day. So I'm changing my stop up to 487. So we got 63 shares left. So since this thing is showing so much strength, I decided to sell half up there. Change my stop 463. 523. Let's see if we can continue this uptrend. See if we can continue to break through 523. So now we have the support, this trend kind of looking like this. So we see we're making increasing swing lows. So what happened was I tried to sell half at 520, and I had my hand on the shift key, not the alt key. So, it's one thing to pay attention to. And make sure you have your hands on the right hotkey. So here we come, looking like that we're wanting to, test that 525 area. We had this pullback on low volume, so 525 is the high. And since I only have 63 shares left, I'm probably just going to sell everything up. If we break that 525, as soon as I see big seller on the ask, so 522 is on the ask, looking for that 525 to break. So having trouble at that 523 resistance. See if we can keep continuing up. Got about 4,000 shares at 525. See if got to break that 525. And of course, we're having some trouble right now because that is a daily resistance level. So 525 is breaking. Didn't really get that huge pop, but just staying patient. So next target is going to be up here. Hopefully we get up there to 569, where I like to sell everything. But we may have trouble at 550 because that's a $0.50 psychological resistance amount. So 530, 529, 530 on the ask. Got 5,000 shares at 530. See if we can continue up here. Volume's increasing, which is good, but we're just kind of stalling a little bit. So let's see if we get that push. This time I do have my hands on the right hotkeys. Oh. So starting to slowly climb. No reason to sell right now. 539's on the ask, 540. 540, no big sellers or anything. No reason to get out. Staying patient. Ultimate target is 569. Since I only have 63 shares, I'm just going to get out of everything. But as soon as I see something that's, that gives me a sell signal, then I'll sell. But that's my ultimate target there, 569, 570. So 550, let's see if 550 gets bought. Area of resistance, 550 is getting bought. Looking for 569, starting to get close up there. 555, 57's on the ask. Got 2,000 shares at 57. 57 is getting bought. 60 is on the ask. Let's see if 60 gets bought on the time and sales. 60 is getting bought. So just staying patient. 63, 64 is on the ask. So I'm going to try to sell. Whoops, accidentally sold half right there. So I'm just going to get out everything right there at 464. So yeah, on that trade right there, that's about a little over a $200 gain, risking $100. That got me my 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio, and pretty much scaled out on the way up. Made a couple mistakes. I really should have been paying more attention to my hotkeys. It's very, I mean, yeah, sometimes that happens to me. I switch my hotkeys around a lot, and um, still trying to get used to all the hotkeys and me switching them around. But good trade, good, nice momentum on that one.